with Bert's Beekeeping in Tampa, Florida. It's December right now, so we're getting our frames ready for springtime. What we're doing is we're melting the wax in the crock pot, not all 14 pounds at once, and we allow the wax to drip off a little bit, cool, and then we'll paint it onto our plastic frames. The reason we do this is it puts a buildup of wax on the frame that the bees like to draw out the frame. Now, Man Lake is where I buy my foundation. They spray it with wax, and that covers up the smell, but it's not enough. I asked Man Lake to put a second coating on, and they explained to me that that wasn't possible, because if they do that, that the wax builds up and breaks off in shipping. So they won't do that. But what we can do is get nice clean wax cappings, melt them down, and I get the wax cappings from David Smith. So he gets a 55-gallon drum of wax cappings, he melts them down, and one of the problems with beekeeping is that there's poison. Backyard people spray poison in their yard, and it gets on the flowers, and the bees eat it, and that poison gets put into the wax, because that's how the bees get it out of their system. So we allow that wax to cool off a little bit, put a coating on, and you can see right here, this is where it's come from the factory with just their light spraying on, and then you can see where I've built up the foundation. You don't want to put too much on, because the bees are going to draw this out, and they're going to put an angle on it the way they want it, to put their brood in there or to put nectar in there. But we know that there's a correlation between the amount of wax that it takes to use. They use up honey to make wax, and if they're not making wax, they can make more honey. Now, Kevin Smith showed me this trick here. We're going to get a nice bead of wax here. We're going to put it right here in that groove. Just spread that out. And what that does is it allows that groove to be filled up with wax so that the small hive beetle can't crawl up in there. We'll do the same thing on this side. Just get a nice bead of wax in there. If we get a little bit of wax on the wood, that's not a problem. The bees are going to put a propolis on there and they're going to draw it out. If we get, if you look right here, there's too much wax. That's not what we're trying to achieve. This right here is nice, and you can see the difference between this and this, where the buildup of wax that I put there. And that just allows the bees to build that up and draw it out, and it'll be so much a faster buildup in the spring. So I hope this helps. This is Bert with Bert's Beekeeping in Tampa, Florida. Thanks for watching.